Make and Take video, and we're continuing on with our Tails and Tails theme this summer with birds. Because birds have tails, we are going to make cockatoos out of cupcake wrappers. So the first thing I want you to do is be able to come down to Montpelier's branch and pick up your Make and Take packet. It's a very simple craft, but I think it's going to turn out very, very nice. Okay. So you'll pick up your packet, put your bag aside. It has your directions. It has our cupcake wrappers, some construction paper, and then another big construction paper to glue our bird. It has lots of pretty feathers. And so let's just begin. Okay, so with your first cupcake wrapper, you are going to make sure you flatten it out as much as you can so then you can cut it easily. So what we're going to do is cut it in half. So if you want to make it even, you can kind of fold it and have your parents help you. And we're going to cut it. This is going to be the big body of our cockatoo. Okay. I'm going to take our glue, and you know Miss Heather likes her purple glue. And even though it's purple, it shows me where I put my glue, but it will not dry purple. It'll dry clear. And just get it all around there. Oops, this glue is just not wanting to work so well. I've got another one here. It's good to be prepared. Here we go. And we're just gonna kind of put it in the center of our paper, and we're gonna tap it down. Make sure we get the corners. And so looks like Miss Heather didn't get enough glue on the edge. So I'm gonna put a little right there and tap it down. So now this is our bird's belly and body. Okay, we're gonna take our second half of our cupcake wrapper, and then we're gonna take scissors. So your mom and dad will probably have to help you with this. And so to make them look like feathers, we're going to snip, 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 snip on the little creases. And so by cutting these, they're gonna look like our bird's feathers. Doesn't take long at all, just snip, snip, snip. And there we go. So we're gonna take that and we are going to place it over the body, so it's just right there. This is not gonna take a whole lot of glue because you wanna just put it right in the middle. You don't wanna glue down the edges because then your feathers will be flat. You don't wanna do that. So we're gonna put it here and we're gonna tap it, kind of just make a little circle with your finger and press it down just like that. All right, so we've got the body of our bird ready to go. Now we're gonna find the head. So you're gonna take your second cupcake wrapper, and once again, this is in your kit, and you're gonna flatten it as best you can. And this one, we're not gonna cut in half. We're gonna cut a little bit, and we're gonna cut around. So what we're doing is we're making the head for our bird. Your parents will definitely help you out with this. And then you're gonna leave a little bit of feathers at the top. So when you're done, your bird kind of looks like a comet. So you have your bird like this. So we're gonna take our little bit of glue, we're gonna put it right there on our page. And we do not want to put glue on the feathers because we're going to go ahead and take our scissors and we're going to snip at those too, so then they really pop. So we're going to put our bird head on our paper. We're going to take our fingers and make little circles and tap it down. And then with your mom and dad's help, or grandma or grandpa, we've read stories about grandmas last week, we're going to just snip, snip, snip. And it makes really pretty feathers. And if you look at our example, we've got a blue cockatiel here. Today we're making pink. Our example is white, and that's one's yellow. So your birds can be any colors you want to make them. So what we're left with our second and last cupcake wrapper is kind of like a C. You just need to cut that up in 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. And this is going to be the tail for our bird. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue, put it on the edge, And I'm going to tap it down. I'm going to take my second piece, put some more glue. I'm just going to overlap it a little bit so then it shows how long and pretty our bird's tail is going to be. And then we're going to do it one more time. I'm going to put some more glue. And we're going to put it down. I'm going to add a little bit to the edge so it flattens a little bit better than what I've got it here. And then I'm going to take my scissors, just like we did with the head and the sides, the body. We're going to snip them, so it's just a few. You can decide how many feathers you want your bird to have. And I'm snipping. And then I realized right here, I don't have enough glue. So Miss Heather's just going to add a little bit more glue and tap, tap, tap. Here we go. We have a bird. But we're not finished. Because does this bird look like this one? Nope, not yet. We have to give it a beak and some feet. So in your kit, you're going to find a yellow piece of construction paper, and with your parents' help, you can cut out a beak, which is basically a triangle. Just like I did. So I cut out a beak. I'm going to take some glue. I know these are going to look so good on your guys' refrigerators because all my wonderful artwork from my children and my grandchildren show up on my refrigerator. So we're going to put some glue, tap the beak down. Oh, looks so good. And now we're going to give it some feet. In your package you have, the construction paper might be different colors, but for these guys we made yellow and orange. So what I did is I drew a Y, and a kind of block Y, and that's what my feet for my bird are going to look like. Once again, your parents have really good cutting skills and they will help you out with this. I know it. So we're going to just cut that, and voila! Our bird has some beautiful feet. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit more glue and I'm going to add it right there. And the reason we don't see the other foot is because it's side by side. So we're going to take our marker, draw a little eye, and there you have it. Here is your bird. It's got a pretty, pretty tail, and it's ready to go flying. So make sure you pick up your kit from the Montpelier Branch, but don't go away just yet. I have a book that we're going to read, and it's called Beautiful Birds. So I'm going to put my supplies to the side, and I'm going to read your story. It says Beautiful Birds by the publisher is Flying Eye Books, and it's by Roussen and E. Walker. And this book, you can't quite see it in the video, but it is bright. It's got some beautiful, beautiful colors. There's an eagle, and it's going to be, it says A is for albatross, the admiral of the sky. So it's a really big, big bird. B is for bee eaters. Beware of any bugs that fly, so they eat the bees. Look, it's eating it in its beak. C is for cranes, both whooping and crowned. So it has got a crown on there. C is for cockatoos. That's what we made in our craft. Crest abound. So they've got, that is called a crest. D is for dove and the promise of peace and love. And D is for ducks, all kinds of flying above. Lots of birds. E is for egret. It's yellow eyes that pierce. That's an egret. And E is for eagle, majestic but fierce. F is for finches of every shape and size. Little teeny birds. Those are the ones that come to your bird feeders. F is for flamingos with their long, graceful strides. So they're pink. G is for geese and snow on a farm. Don't get too close, for one might bite you in the arm. Farm and arm, they rhyme. I like this book. H is for hummingbirds beating their wings. And at 50 beats a second, they're fast little things. I is for Ibis, jewels of the Nile, jewels of the River Nile. J is for Jenica, perched on the crocodile. Look, must be very brave to sit on the crocodile Beak. K is for Cockatoo, the parrot of the night. And K is for Kiwi, two strange birds that lack flight. These are our kiwis, and they don't fly. They have feathers, but they don't fly. L is for lark, who sings songs so magnificent. L is for lightword, like the string of an instrument. Huh. M is for macaw, rainbows that ruffle, and mandarin ducks, the oddest of couples. N is for nightingales who sing to us asleep, and for the nuthatch who bores into the treetops deep. So they bore holes into the trees to make their homes. O is for the owls, all kinds, with their googly orbs, meaning their eyes, big circles. Also for the orioles and their greedy fruity hordes. They like to eat apples and worms. D is for paradise and all of its birds. P is for peacock, its proudest, I heard. Very proud. If you've ever seen a peacock at the zoo, they're very loud. Q is for Quazel, a god among us. Q is for quails with top knots. What a big fuss. Could I've got a crown too. R is for robin, the sweetest of sweet, dashing and diving through the snowfall, fall and sleet. S is for swallows and acrobats of the air, also for swan, who's the fairest of fair. Look, they're looking at herself in the reflection of the water. T is for toucans and their tremendous hook bills. T is for tangiers with their polychrome quills. Lots of different colors. U is for ultramarine kingfisher, flycatcher, and lorikeet. It's a color that in nature is really, truly quite unique. Pretty, it's like a purple. V is for the formation that is a rare sight to see. See the geese? They're in a V. This is the leader. W is for woodpecker rapping away at a tree. They make lots of noise. X is for Xanthicus. That means gold head in Greek. Y is for Yorkshire canary, yellow from tail to its beak. There's some hard words in here, but we're getting through it. Z is for Zooster. Let's try that again. Z is for Zoster Opediadae. Finding the birds just made my day. Look, they're looking through binoculars. Of all the birds in the skies and the trees, there's only one that's the bee's knees. Which one of that could it possibly be? The most beautiful bird, of course, it's me. And that's our peacock, because remember, they're very, very proud. All right. Thank you guys for coming and learning about how to make cupcake birds.